So first of all, we will create a class of let's say node, and then we will declare our public members, which is first is int data, and 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 for the second we are taking a pointer type of class, let's say next, and then we have to declare a constructor, a public constructor node, which will take some value, let's say n val, and and val should be assigned to data, and for the next pointer, we, which is object pointer, we will assign it null. So this is the basic skeleton structure, the class node for a linked list. Let's add here linked list, and then we will make a function insert at tail, which will take a node of pointer type with its reference. We can call it a head, and an int for value. First of all, first condition for first insertion, this the following code will run if head is equal null. Then the following code will run head is equal to n. And let's say if we want to return this loop, we will simply write return. It is void, so we don't need anything else, and we have to define a node. Here, node n is equal to new node with its value, and here value we have val, so we will make it val. So now this n node will save the value that has been passed through our function. So this is for the first iteration, and for the rest of the iterations, we would simply make a temporary node. We will make a temporary node as, let's say, we will say temp, and assign it head that has been passed through our function, and then we will make a while loop which will check the corresponding value we have declared here as next, and check it if it's empty or not. And for assigning temp the next value, we will do this simple next, which we have declared here in the constructor and in the public inherited member. Sorry, not inherited, only a public member. And for assigning the corresponding value when it will reach the last, when it will reach at the last of the list, it will simply assign the value that has been passed, which is next. And let's close this. So our insert tail function is completed. And an extra curly bracket, so our insert is completed. And now we will, क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे, n जो था हमारे पास, n में वैल्यू कैसे आ गई, temp था, next temp था, कि n दे दिया, समझ नहीं आ रही। अच्छा, and for next function we will, it is insert at head, insert at head, and obviously it will pass both same thing at the previous function, so we will just copy this. It will pass a node and integer value, so it will be placed here, and for the rest of the program it will create a node and assign it to new, and assign it a new node and giving the value val, which we have taken from the main, we will take from the main. And for next is equal to head, we will assign next is equal to head because we want to set it at head, and simply head is equal to n. So this function was quite simpler as opposed to this, because we just need to simply add a value to the head of the linked list. And let us make two more functions. First of all, we will look at display, and display will create a node name head. Keep in mind that it should not be as reference, it should be taken without reference. And same as we will create a node, temporary node, which we require for this loop. Temp is equal to head, which is passed by the main through the main function, and create a while loop simply, which will be temp not equal to null. And this is display function, and it will see out temp data, and a mark here and a mark here, and for the and for transversing the linked list, we will do this. sorry. See out and done. So our last function is remaining, which is of search. Let's make it bool search and it will take a node. It will take a node, obviously. It will make a node actually. Sorry, it will take a node referencively. Let's say head and a variable, and that variable will be needed for the integer we are searching. So we will name it a key. For next, we will make a temporary node at above. There's no difference, so I will just copy paste. This is not a good practice, but whatever. While there will be a while loop, where temp not equal to null. For it will transfers through whole list and an if condition temp of next is equal key. If this condition is true, it means we have find that certain integer through our linked list in the linked list, and it will return true. So here actually I am sorry, it will be data, not next. It will take data. A certain thing that we need to search is data, not key. So here is an correction. So temporary variable data, when find a key, it will return true, and else what else it do? Else it will return false. And here we are not updating our temporary key, so we will simply update the temporary key to the next element of the linked list. So these are our whole four functions, and now it is time for them. So guys, I have declared a node head and make it null. So what will happen? Uh, the constructor will be called and a value will be assigned to it, and next value will be null. So what value will be assigned? The value we are passing through this insert at tail head 1. So run the program, and yes, 0. If we'll make it 2, it should return it as 1, which is not the case here. Search head. So if we are hitting, it will return 1. So yes.